Hi, welcome to She Spice. So I realize a great deal of us are thankful to Dab for uncovering reality about Drake. Yet consider the possibility that I let you know that he's not the first to do it. Somebody took that street before, with the exception of they got consumed by this fearless person who thought for a second. To ascend against the elites, you ask? Well, it is none other than Wendy Williams. The anchor is none other than Wendy Williams, the anchor person, who is never Drake's most ardent follower, all things being equal. Once upon a time, she got down on Drake for his enemy of the dark, his tricky ways of behaving, and also his sketchy disposition towards people of color. Wendy did everything except if you've been focusing. She's not right at home nowadays. Why would that be? Well, there's one straightforward response. She paid the cost for talking reality. Just how was Wendy ready to uncover Drake prior to Kendrick? And was she, as a matter of fact, hushed by Drake's supervisors? We should find out so you don't compose your own music. So whatever you say isn't actually from your heart. I like individuals who compose their own music. You understand what I mean. Wendy tears Drake another one. So back in 2018, Drake had his plate full. As a result of Pusha T, he utilized an image of Drake doing blackface for the cover craft of his diss track, The Tale of Addie Daybreak. At first, fans felt that Pusha had altered the image, however. At that point, he tweeted that he wasn't going easy. The rapper kindly quit alluding to this picture as craftsmanship. I'm not a web child. I don't alter pictures. This is a genuine picture. These are his insights. See for yourself, and man was Drake scrambling to make sense of his side of the story he composed. This was not from a dress brand shoot or, on the other hand, my music vocation. This image is from 2007, a period in my day-to-day existence where I was an entertainer, and I was dealing with an undertaking that was about youthful dark entertainers attempting to get jobs being generalized and typified. The photographs addressed how African Americans were once unjustly depicted in amusement. He additionally said this was to feature and raise our disappointments with not continuously getting a fair opportunity in the business, and to make a point that the battle for dark entertainers had not changed. A lot of his words touched off a discussion on the web for certain individuals contending that it was no biggie. While others perused him to foulness, it was a slaughter. What's more, assuming anybody was having the hour of her life, it was Wendy. So last night Pusher answered with another tune involving an old image of Drake as the cover craftsmanship looked. Aubrey, I accept we have an issue, and the issue are you doing in blackface, person of color? What are you doing? And kindly don't say you were youthful, a youngster. This old will be mature enough to where was your mom to tell you not to do this, who does that. And man did the lady obliterate him. So yet, this picture, this image is like revolting Drake. Who are you and how could you do this? Is what you needed to do to be a strong competitor on radio. Now she likewise tended to the phantom composing. G claims that we're flowing in those days, so you don't compose your own music. So whatever that you say isn't actually from your heart. I like individuals who compose their own music. You understand what I mean? Like on their heart, you're adequately inept to don dark face with a chance at that act. Major idiotic Kaya chagrin, however, that sketchy picture was just the tip of the chunk of ice. Drake was additionally fretting because of Pusha telling the whole world about his mysterious child and wet. Andy drew examination among Drake and his father Dennis Graham Dennis left Drake at the point when he was a youngster, just to stroll back in, to be strutted around Drake. And if you look carefully, Drake wound up doing the same things she really attempted to open fans' eyes to reality, like how terrible. Drake was for stowing away his child from the world. I accept that Drake has enough cash to spread around. You know a bit, Aubrey, he has sufficient cash to spread around, so he has sufficient cash to spread around to keep Sophie calm and keep the kid in the best. And Drake happens with his life. So you who are infatuated with him, you know his fans also. Stuff, it's that picture of, being you understand what Rihanna you evaded a shot with this jocker. She likewise had a field day. When Drake conceded to having a child, at any rate he says he just rested up with her 2 times meme Anne, and he additionally affirms he's just seen the child once. And that was finished Christmas, and they don't have a deck. And relationship as indicated by Drake, I wonder what I don't get. Like, why would you? All right, don't bother. So look, Drake said that he wasn't attempting to conceal the child from us. He said that, he was attempting to stow away the child from the world. You realize, like, well, presently it's a superstar kid, so individuals are going to trouble the child. The child's still a youthful booger, discussing which Wendy's continuously been somewhat inspired by Drake's undertaking some time ago. A lady indicate Ted Drake for abusing her. What's more, getting her pregnant. The two got it on during a stop on his kid meets world visit in Manchester, Britain, back in February 2017. Anyway, Drake terminated right back with another claim. His lawful group denied the claim, saying enough is enough. Drake is declining to permit Layla to pull off her noxious plot and plan to coerce a great many dollars from him by taking steps to open up to the world with prurient and ever-changing misleading claims of lead that basically didn't occur. Layla and her lawyers misjudged Drake's resolute purpose not to pay quiet cash to stay away from negative exposure emerging from manufactured claims. He anticipates holding Layla and those functioning working together with her answerable for her unfortunate wrongdoing. However, fans were anticipating a bloodbath. The pair had the option to agree outside the court. One way or the other, Wendy had a fabulous time covering what is going on. Tune in. There is this one who is suing Drake, asserting that he got her pregnant. Reason me, she gracious reason me, he's suing her. Well, no, look, since this lady is asserting that he got her pregnant and that she's attempting to arrange him and afterward denounce him of a long time. Before I show you her picture, let me simply say that Drake has continuously been unmistakable. He prefers a tremendous behind, and he prefers very much named breath. Furthermore, a tiny in the middle between. May I present to you Leah Trim? She likewise had some past cut items for Drake. Asserts that she was vexed well in light of the fact that he sent her on her way the following day. And to me, I'm similar to Drake. Which part of the following day? Don't you grasp? You realize they're individuals that you hit and stop like fast. I mean, it's not the 70s. And God realizes you realize the sexually transmitted diseases around here. That's what everything is like, except you have on the off chance that someone's just with you for a second. Then, at that point, excuse them that they're not to go in your small bar. They're not requesting room administration. A while later, even ladies figure out that women. Do you grasp? That yet as hot as this tea is, none of it looks at when Wendy got down on Drake for despising on people of color. Definitely that is right. Some of you could believe it's a stretch. However, Spec uncovered the man Drake really is in his track and field competition. Meet the Grams, where he raps he despises individuals of color, hypes them with crimps of a Nemo fixation, developed beard growth since he comprehended being a facial hair growth just fit him better. He got shippers on Hovio that he keep on a month-to-month remittance while fans were occupied discussing how Kendrick actually look at Drake for his sketchy organization. The greater part of them missed the part where he talked about Drake despising on people of color. However, you understand what in all actuality Spot never makes efforts in the air, so you best act it. Drake's liable as damnation in this case too, and in the event that you struggle accepting the claims, well, then how about an outing through a world of fond memories? Back in 2022, Drake dropped the track Circo Insane, where he rapped this B-word lie about having chances. However, she's not yet a steed. Furthermore, yes, he's discussing precisely the exact thing you think the Canadian rapper was discussing, Megan the Steed. During the summer of 2020, the rapper had a chance in the foot by her then sweetheart, Tory Paths. Tory got condemned to 10 years in jail for doing that to Megan, yet there were a ton of people who felt that she was lying about the circumstances and surmised what Drizzy was on first spot on that list. However, Megan was not going to take from Drake. She actually looked at him for utilizing her name for his 2 seconds at the center of attention, composing and quit utilizing my shoes. Going for clout. Be nerd. Since when the F is it cool to kid about ladies having chance? You nerd, particularly rap nerd, are weak prepared to blacklist session shoes and garments. In any case, canine heap on a person of color when she lets assume one of you all homeboy abused her. Furthermore, and when the MF realities emerge, recall you all most loved rappers that remain behind a N-word that shot a female. Furthermore, assuming you believed that was awful, stand by till you find the thing Drake said about Rihanna back in 2023. The rapper dropped his collection for the canines, and in the track Feeling of Dread, toward levels he became genuinely about an old fire. However, it was not the kind of thinking back that left fans in the fields think more as per outrage and disappointment. Drake attempts to persuade everybody that he was not the one hung up in the track he raps. Why they make it sound like I'm actually hung up on you? That would never be goal. Can't destroy me better him than me better I. It's not me, but rather stand by and pay attention to what he says next. Drake goes, I'm Atai. I'm definitely, and the S was normal with you. Definitely, I'm aunt because I had it with you. Alright, I'm aunt, like your daddy's sister. Aunt, like a family picture, and I had way preferred BW over you. TBH, no doubt that man, he's still with you. He can't leave you all. Take some time off. I wager it's Antigua, better believe it. He didn't simply go there yet, he did. And man, we fans are pissed. I mean, I get the buddy got unloaded by. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.